Perhaps you've wondered why some churches thrive and others don't, even within the same community. In observing churches for many years, I've noticed that the most vital congregations always do two things. They connect people with God, and they connect with their communities. No congregation is strong apart from a lively sense of God's presence among its members. From this powerful relationship with God's Spirit, all else flows. Without a spiritual message communicated with energy and integrity, a church offers nothing to a world searching for hope amidst despair. Vital congregations also connect with their communities. While no one thing is the absolute key to renewing churches, one important step is to fall in love with their communities again. Here's a surprising fact. The longer a church exists, the less knowledgeable it tends to be about its community and the less connected it is with its community. It is rare, for example, that a long-existing congregation will be more aware of the trends, demographics, and movements within the community than will a new congregation in the same community. In the early years, a congregation pays careful attention to the people and needs of its community. Otherwise, it dies. But as the church becomes larger, it shifts focus from reaching new disciples to caring for current members. This movement from external sensitivity to internal focus occurs in all organizations without a careful plan to stay close to the heartbeat of one's surroundings. When clergy and laity are asked, "Where is God most alive and working in your congregation today?" the most common response by far is some type of mission engagement, both in their communities and beyond. Churches are rediscovering their passion and purpose as they serve others. These churches still have a significant global and national commitment, but the scope of local mission engagement is far more developed now than in the past. Today, people in congregations are often seeking a more personal connection to mission. There's a growing interest in hands-on ways of being involved and serving others. Increasingly, mission is mutual and relational. Not what you do for the community, but what you do with the community. Churches today partner with other churches and community organizations to serve their neighbors more faithfully and fruitfully. And these churches find that mission is an emerging entry point for new people, especially the young and those with a passion to help others. Want to take a next step to engage your community in more faithful and fruitful ways? Here's a question to measure your community engagement. If your church closed today, who would miss it other than your members? Most churches conduct a financial audit once a year. What if you conducted a mission audit once a year using this question? If you feel God calling your church to greater community engagement, the next step is to look and listen. Find out what the unmet needs are in your community and listen for God's prompting to act. Many churches find engaging with their local schools is a needed and significant way to reconnect with their neighbors. Few things do more good for the people and future of a community than helping children and youth and their teachers. Each church must engage its community in ways that fit its mission, capabilities, and the community needs. But the time to begin or do more is now. It's really quite simple. Jesus told us to love God and to love our neighbors. It's always the right time to fall in love with our communities again.